is the TeamClearCoat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
Ian.
Hi, Dave.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
This is going to be okay. I got you, boo. I got you.
All right,
Ian.
I appreciate that.
Ian.
Yes.
So, let's see. Thank you for coming over. It's a little late, but we're going to do it. We got podcasting to do, right?
Yes.
We got stuff to talk about today,
Yes.
right? Our buddy Nick sent us a My Eyes.
I still have not recovered.
Let's go ahead and start off with that. So, this is #hashback, where we talk about the hashtags that we've used. All right. Unfortunately, we don't have a new version of Getting Wet with Ian unless you're holding out on me. Are you holding out on me, man?
No, I am not.
You haven't showered since we last recorded?
I have not, no.
You've just been using the airplane sink?
Exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's been about right.
The water you're never supposed to use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not drink, but I can bathe in it, right?
Yeah. No, you're going to be worse off if you wash your hands in this.
And this is a good travel hack, which for people who maybe haven't traveled recently, passengers, especially when you use the first class bathroom,
Yeah.
Your fellow passengers really like it when you emerge from the bathroom soaking wet.
Just a wet.
Could you imagine? Like you just see somebody go in, and then like you just hear a bunch of banging around, and then like they just emerge just soaking wet, like nothing happened. Though, just walk back to their car.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah.
It's just soaked.
Just soggy footprints
Uh-huh.
past the drink cart.
Yep.
Nice. So you have been traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You just told me casually, I went karting again, like it was no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay. All right. Moving on. #hashback, where we talk about hashtags on the show. One of the hashtags, My Eyes. Another hashtag, Carstanza.
You know what? It was a big deal. I remember there was something about karting that I wanted to bring up. Now that you reminded me, thank you, Dave.
Ian. Okay. Go on.
Should I not?
No, I'm just kidding. Ian, I'm playing it up for the camera.
Oh, right. Okay. So I went karting again. It was I was back in Ohio, and it was the same place I went a little while ago when I said that it was very, very cold in there and it was like very drifty. Well, this time I went with a larger group, and there were also some other people there. It was a kind of a busy day there.
Okay.
And they did not use blue flags at all.
Oh, really?
Just
okay.
At all.
Just completely threw them out the window. They were like, you're on your own.
The employees, like, they were standing around the track, but they just stood there.
They were just watching. That was their version of the Stanford prison experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so at one point, so it basically encourages people, me, to dive bomb, right?
Because to move people out of your way.
Right. You don't have a choice. To make passes in places that don't really work all that well, or to make a pass stick that normally you would just be more patient with.
Right.
So I ended up like lightly spinning a civilian.
Okay.
And then the next race I was behind this same civilian again.
Okay.
And they were just, when someone's a little bit faster than you, sometimes it's easier to pass them than when someone's like way slower than you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you don't know. It's like playing a beginner in chess.
Right.
And you
just
don't,
like all bets are off.
like there's no strategy. Like,
right.
Why would you do that?
Right. That's not something an experienced player would do. Right.
So it's the same sort of thing when you're trying to pass someone in karting or in driving, I guess, in general. And so I lightly spun this person, and I really didn't want to do it again. So I started like going like this, waving an imaginary flag at the
refs,
at the employees. And one of them rolled their eyes at me. And I was going slow enough that I could see him roll his eyes at me. And I was just like, what are you guys doing?
He was like, the hairy man's mad at us on his go-kart again.
Yeah.
That should put a lot of things in perspective, Ian.
I know. I know. I know.
But,
is this rock bottom? This feels like rock bottom.
But as the theme is going to surface in the show, Ian, irrationality and irrational decisions are going to come up again.
Right.
Right?
Right. And that's that's exactly right, because in the moment I was like,
right.
well, they're going to see me.
Right. This makes perfect sense, otherwise you wouldn't do it.
Waving like an idiot.
Right. Right.
And they're going to modify their behavior.
Right.
But no. Like
No,
if they weren't interested in doing it before, me going, ah! wasn't going to help.
Right.
So what did I think was going to happen? So then I just lightly spun that person again.
At any point when you were behind the person a second time, did they see you? Did they turn and look? Because that's my favorite. When they turn and look and see you behind them and they're like, I think I can pull away.
Well, no, at one point
Guess what? You can't.
So one time I was passing this person because there was a few times each race. But it was on a long straightaway, and I like set it up perfectly. Like I set up the exit and was going to pull past them on the straight.
Right.
And they started like messing with their seatbelt like on the straight, and just like slowly drifted into me like as I was passing them on a straightaway. And I was like, and it was right in front of an employee again, and I looked at the employee like as I'm going past, like, are you
right? Can you a little help here?
Yeah. Anything?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Ian. I'm sorry the karting experience was not that great. It
was still good. It was still a lot of fun.
Okay.
It was still a lot of fun. It was just that one aspect of it.
Sure.
And the people that I was with were a lot less they weren't as assholes as much of assholes about it as I was, because I like my one friend who was like the next fastest after me in the group was like stuck behind this the civilian for a long time, and I just like I arrived on the scene and was just like, move. And like I moved him out of the way, and then I moved her out of the way, and I was just like gone.
You were the Jimmy Fallon SNL character.
Nick Burns.
Move.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I gave him like 3 corners to get a pass done, and it didn't happen. So I was like, okay,
we're done here.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah,
shoving my way in.
Yeah, you had your chance. I love it, buddy. I love it. Yeah. Did you crack into any of the top times?
I did. It was on Tuesday, and I had the second top time of the week. But
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Those carts are
electric, right?
No, they're gas, and the floor is polished.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
So there's just no grip.
Right.
So it's just like drift carts. Which is fun.
Yeah.
Not very fast though.
Right. Yeah. I mean half the speed, twice the fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. So where were we? Hashtag hashback.
Hashtag hashback. I would take some hashtag hash browns right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Right. Ian, our buddy Nick.
Yes.
Saw actually before that, the previous one that he sent us, one of the previous ones was the Camaro Cobalt, right? I showed that to my coworker, also named Dave. We run in packs. And he like so I got to see what happened to him when he was exposed to it. Remember the old Dilbert numbing cartoon where it was like, oh, we're going to go witness a numbing, right? And it was like the moment in time when an employee like lost all sense of hope. And so they all gather around the cubicle, and this employee just goes, and like freezes, right? This is before Dilbert was like a weird like right winger, right? Yeah. But so it was similar to that, where I was watching him go through all the why, who would, wherever you're so confused you only can ask half a question and 70 of them, right? Yeah. So I was like, welcome to my world. This is the kind of stuff my friend Ian and I see, and it sends us into existential nightmares.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So seeing that through someone else's eyes, it was good. And he was like, he couldn't let it go. He was like, what kind of person does that? You know, just kind of to himself in the elevator as we were descending, emotionally and physically.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got to witness someone else like snap with Carstanza.
Yeah.
So Nick sent us another one. How about you tell the people what that one's all about?
Well,
Ian?
first, let me preface this by saying that this one that he sent us, my reply was, "You're no longer allowed to listen to our show."
Nick, you're allowed to listen to our show forever. We love you.
Yeah. But holy God, it is a BMW. I think it's an X6.
I think it's an X6.
It might be an X4, but I think it's an X6.
Yeah. That they put a wing on.
And there's a giant wing on it and some wheels. The wheels, whatever.
Fine, whatever. Right.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the wing.
The wing is insane.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like the dichotomy of the luggage rails
Yeah.
and the wing,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm so concerned about aerodynamics. I also have these giant luggage rails on the roof of my car. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. But then, so you come for the wing
Uh-huh.
and you stay for the badge.
Yeah, you stay for the badge.
Because the badge
yeah.
looks suspiciously, it's not a great quality photo, Nick. I'm just joking.
His intern took it.
But that is unmistakably a Maserati badge, correct?
I think so. I think it is a Maserati badge.
It's gotta
on a
be.
BMW.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, the first three letters of the license plate are IBQ, like I be questioning all of my life's decisions.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This one haunted me for a while.
This is your version of Nightmare on Elm Street. You shut your eyes and like this thing pops into your dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing with the Maserati badge is that it doesn't even.
You can see we're hearing the numbing. This is now known as the numbing. This phase of of Carstanza-ing.
Because it doesn't. And I've had days to think about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I still can't form a sentence about it to
Right.
articulate what this does to my brain.
Yeah, I think you might have lost something.
But
This is
Maserati isn't even the brand you would think of when, like, if you just saw the wing,
right.
you wouldn't be like, oh, that might be a Maserati.
Right. No, you wouldn't. Witnessing a car like this is basically the media version of huffing nitrous oxide.
Right.
It just kills brain cells left and right. You can hear the little guys scream and die.
I also want to know if this was done before or after Maserati announced the SUV.
Right.
The
Levante.
Stelvio.
That's the Alpha Stelvio.
Stelvio. I think
Right,
it's the
right.
Levante, right?
Yeah, something. I think I have an Nespresso named that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if it was done before, that's even more perplexing, right?
Right,
Because
right.
because then what are you going for here?
Right.
But for why?
Right. All it does is raise questions.
Maybe they're just Trident enthusiasts. Maybe
Possibly.
maybe that's this person's weapon of choice.
Yeah, maybe it's Poseidon's car. Levante.
Yeah. Looks nothing like an X6.
Well,
Nothing.
right. But that doesn't stop Mr. IB questioning. Mr. IBQ. This makes me think of the terror that the Mystery Science Theater folks went through when they had the Mr. B Natural short. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. It's a classic. It was this like crazy musical short film about like music education and stuff, and it was like they screamed several times during the short, like just like, ah, what is this? It was terror, and we're now witnessing it ourselves with a Maserati BMW. Yeah,
The Maserati badge is just so perplexing.
right. We cannot have a podcast of you quietly staring at an image.
I know. I'm
so
sorry,
we
but I
have to
can't.
take it down. We have to take it down.
It's
Ian.
gonna be we should have done this one at the end because I can't move on from this.
You have to. You have to, Ian. You have to.
I'm shook. I'm shook, Dave.
You know what I had to do, Ian?
I'm shook.
What are you Googling right now?
I'm not.
You're pulling it up on your
What
lap.
is reality?
You need the Inception fidget spinner to know if it's reality or not.
I do. That's exactly what I do. And I could spin it on that spoiler.
You could. Oh, I would also like to announce that it was a big day for me. Okay? I was working on the podcast, like typing stuff out for our show tonight. Mm-hmm. I hit right-click, add to dictionary on Carstanza. I was tired of the red underline.
Yeah.
That's never going to change. Carstanza's here to stay.
I like it.
Best add it to your dictionary, people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smart.
Yep. Right mouse click, add to dictionary. Yep. On all your PCs. Ian, I was tootling around the other day. You know what I saw? I saw a car that is not going to inspire rage in you.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I saw a Thunderbird
All right.
SC. Remember those?
Oh, yeah. The
right?
Supercharged.
Yeah, the V6 supercharged.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I forgot how much I like the lines of that car.
Yeah. They're
right?
cool.
Yeah.
They're cool. And it's the Fox body.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
It's Fox body Mustang.
Yeah. It's a cool ass car.
It has aged well.
It really has. Yeah. It's nice that a car like that stands out nowadays. Like, I mean, it's easy to spot. You know, it's a long, low-slung coupe is easy. Like, it stands out, especially in Denver, where, like, the bell curve of automotive ownership is so hard into SUVs, right?
Yeah.
I was at a stoplight the other day because I keep obsessing in my mind about the automotive bell curve ownership in Colorado, and there were 2 CRVs, in the 8 cars around me, 2 CRVs, a Honda Pilot, 2 Subarus, like a Forester and a new Outback, a Jeep, and something I was the only sedan, right? You know, and so like seeing a car like the Thunderbird SC, like that's, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool.
And just in general, like, you know, I think those big coupes, we've talked about this before, but like big coupes are just going to become just cooler and cooler because nobody's buying them anymore.
Right.
Yeah. And I love seeing big coupes.
Me too.
I even think like even things like the Accord coupe.
Yeah. I always thought that was cool.
And I think it's going to start to be like a super cool, desirable car. And like the Mercedes, even the C-Class coupe. Yeah. Now in traffic looks unlike anything else. Right. Because everyone else is in SUVs. Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really have to it doesn't take much to stand out, like, you know, in Colorado. Yeah. You know, if a Thunderbird SC is something we're talking about on an automotive podcast, right?
Yeah. Basically, not an Outback.
Right.
Is cool.
Yeah. But this brings me to my first FMK cars.
I am delighted to hear it. FMK Cars is a game that Dave and I play on the show. It is based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, but it's based on cars instead of people because we're nice. F means you drive it for a day. M means you marry it. It's your new daily driver. K means you kill it. It goes to the crusher immediately.
That's exactly right, Ian. All right. This one's called FMK Cars, LLC. Not limited liability company. Long, low coupes.
Oh.
Okay. First up is the Ford Thunderbird SC.
Okay.
All right.
Second,
Ian, it's going to get weirder from there. All right. Just like your lovemaking. Lancia Gamma.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. They're
they
made a shooting brake. I mean, you know, we're on long low coupes here, so we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know there was a shooting brake version of that, and I want all of it. Okay. All right. So there is the Gamma.
That's
all right.
Cool.
It is, right? Yeah. It's like a softer version of it. Kind of looks like a softer version of the biturbo, right? And then lastly, Mazda.
La Mazda.
Mazda is how you spell it. Ineos Cosmo.
Yes.
All right. One of these I think was recently on Bring a Trailer, and I love it.
Yeah, the Cosmo.
This one has all flat tires, so let's find a different picture. How about this one? Right? These have to be getting to 25. So these are the rotary engined guys. So yeah,
super cool.
They are really cool, right? And they have that cool roof design that the last Saab 9.5 had with the blacked out A-pillars. Yeah.
I gotta marry the Cosmos.
You do? You're gonna deal with a rotary engine?
But it's just so cool.
It is, right?
It's so cool. It's weird looking,
right?
But also kind of elegant looking,
right? Yeah.
At the same time,
yeah.
And it's just so odd and strange.
Yeah.
You know?
Right?
And it's anonymous enough that I think you could just drive it around.
Right. I think like only diehard enthusiasts would freak out over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then I think for a day,
Gamma, Thunderbird.
I think for a day I got to drive the Gamma.
Do you?
I think I'm going to end up crushing the Thunderbird.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mainly because of forbidden fruit or
forbidden fruit and just how strange it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I've I don't know. I've driven cars on that platform before, so it's not.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any specific urge to drive it, I guess. I don't know. And I would never get to drive a Gamma.
Right. Yeah.
But the Cosmos.
Right.
So cool.
I would do the exact same thing.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
I think that's the right answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, buddy. Nice.
Like it.
Let's see here. So, other things we have to talk about tonight, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, a good friend of mine is he has let me pull it up. It is a 1999 Chevy Tahoe 2-door. All right.
Okay.
It is lifted, not gratuitously so, but it is it's higher up and it has some meaty meats on it, right? It's the Z71, so the off-road package, right?
Right.
The 5.7 liter V8, which at the time only cranked out like 240 horsepower, 255 horsepower. But I strongly believe that this car is a future classic. I think like in another like 10, 15 years, this is going to be like the Ford Bronco. Like I think a lot of people are going to be looking for this car. They're hard to come by now, right? And one sold on Bring a Trailer recently, a very bottom of the line one, for almost $13,000, right?
I think that's madness.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense than than driving like a Bronco or something like that, because it has airbags. It doesn't have dumb automatic seat belts. It has like a million parts available on the cheap.
That's true.
You can drop a modern stereo in it, no problem.
But the interior, all the switchgear in the interior is like, that era GM is terrible.
Yeah, so his has leather, and he's had the seats reupholstered.
Oh wow!
And so it's nice. But the big thing is that he's actually taking it down. He's already has. He's put it. He's having a body shop take it down to bare metal. So they've sandblasted it. They're fixing all the rust on it, and he's putting a new hood on it, and they're painting it back up again. Right?
It's crazy.
Well, so, but I want to talk about the fact that it seems crazy.
It does seem crazy.
Right, it does. But that's what I want to talk about today. Okay? So he's had the car for 18 years, right?
So he's had it since new.
Well, there was one person that had it for 1 year, like on a lease or something, and then gave it back and went to something else, and then he's had it for 18 years, right? So I think in automotive enthusiasm, right, as automotive enthusiasts, this tracks to what other people in other hobbies kind of go through, right? Where sometimes from inside the community, but definitely from the outside, it seems like some of the choices that we make are very irrational decisions.
Well, yeah.
Right? Like, say, keeping a Volkswagen R32 with awful paint.
Absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But we as enthusiasts, we have our own justification for keeping those cars or hanging on to these things or or devoting the time and energy that we do into these cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to describe why we do it, but we internally, individually, we've all reached a logic that says like, well, this is just what I'm going to do. Right?
Yeah.
And so like, for my buddy with the Tahoe, he's had that truck forever. He loves the way it drives. He goes skiing and camping all the time. 4 people, snowboards, everything, no problem. And it's now becoming like a labor of love to keep it running, right?
Yeah.
And it is like the one on the screen does not do it any justice because it is a fucking boss looking truck. It looks great. And so like he's having a modern stereo installed and all that stuff, but he's gone through that, what seems irrational to other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's making those steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like someone like an audiophile spending $2,000 on speaker wire,
right,
seems insane, right?
Yeah.
But to that audiophile, right? That's like, well, I mean, that's just what you do. Like, this is just better, right?
No,
Yeah.
I completely, I understand it from that perspective.
Right.
I have a hard time wrapping my head around, like, the idea that car is going to appreciate that much, right? Like,
I'm like, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
I firmly believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
I think all, like, I mean, 2-door SUVs appreciate at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Porsche 912s
Right.
are now, like, astronomically expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and they were universally regarded as just, like, crap
Right.
when they were new, right?
Right. But
Yeah.
it's more so about the fact that like that a lot of times what we do and what we do is perceived as irrational, right?
Right.
Like it's hard for somebody to make sense of it.
Yeah.
I
mean, this is 10 years before they went less than 10 years before they went bankrupt.
Okay.
They weren't. This is not GM at their finest.
Well,
at their finest hour here.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah. But having a car that the complete history on, right?
No, I get.
Yeah.
I said I understand it at a micro level.
Right.
The micro level of like rationalizing sunk cost.
Right.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Obviously.
See? Right. You of all people should be behind this.
I'm not behind. I'm not saying I'm not behind your friend's decision making, because I get that. I get it on a micro level.
Right.
It's when it mapping that to like these larger trends of like what becomes valuable and what doesn't become valuable.
Right.
Is kind of mind blowing to me, because it makes sense that there is someone out there who, for them, this car is perfect and it maps to them, and they're all in on this car. Right. I can wrap my head around that. I have a hard time wrapping my head around like there's enough people to move the market for the 1999 Tahoe.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong.
I'm sure you are.
I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I would see that green font staring at me all the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it would always say, "You've made a bad decision." And those huge HVAC buttons, those huge gray HVAC buttons.
Right.
And I don't know why those annoy me, but they do.
But like the same, like the another person would just look at the ride height of your car and just
Absolutely.
go, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
You fucking idiot."
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. There's potholes that car can fit in. It's a good thing it has all-wheel drive. It's going to need to climb out of them.
I will say, so this is a little bit of an aside about potholes, but I was using Waze while I was driving around Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah. Do you have your own Waze layer, like your Hella Flush Stance Bro layer?
Well, no, but so I've never seen this before, but like the roads there are bad, like they are in, kind of like they are in Michigan,
Right?
Because of all the salt and the freeze thaw cycles and everything else,
Right.
And the lack of funding, and
Right.
the Waze would just be like pothole ahead. Like it was a nearly constant stream of pothole warnings, and they were accurate.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
But at some point, there should be a decision at the AI level that just accepts like, well, this is just the road.
Right. It should just be like when you hit go on the navigation, it should just be like, you're probably not gonna make it.
You know how Waze will tell you about like the red light cameras, right?
Yeah.
And it's like my girlfriend and I have this thing we do when we're driving around, and Waze says like red light camera reported ahead. We both go, we know, because like it's always the same ones. You can't turn it off, right? And it's not like we're gonna run a red light, So it's a useless alert, right?
Well, someone thought it was useful. They put it in there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like. Why would you run a red light?
Like I was planning on running this red light.
But now that there's a red light camera, not so much.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I get what you're saying, but it's like, yeah, but at some point, like I just wish like Waze would just go like, all right, okay, we get it.
I wasn't gonna wave a blue flag, but now that a small angry man is miming one at me.
Right, that he's waving his cell phone out the window. Right. Yeah. So so I just kind of wanted to talk about the irrational decisions that we as car enthusiasts make, and what other irrational decisions that you've faced in your hobby, and your hobbies, and criticism that has been thrown against it, right?
Oh, I mean, my record collection is
I wrote that down. Yeah, so
it's 100% absurd.
Right. Yeah.
I'll give you a very good example.
Okay.
So I have I am a large fan of a band called the Beta Band,
right,
which you have made fun of on the podcast before.
Right. Yeah. Something about rain, drying it out.
Dry the rain.
Okay.
It's a very, very good song. It took me years. They have 3 EPs that came out in between 97 and 98, and they pressed 500 copies of each of the 3.
Right.
And they were out of print for like 15 years.
Right.
And I tracked down a copy of each.
Right.
And one of them cost me
do you want to admit this publicly?
Probably not.
Should I bleep this?
It cost
on the podcast.
No, I mean my wife knows how much it cost. It cost me like $120 for a 4-song EP.
Okay, so $30 a song.
Which is exactly how much you spend on a song on like iTunes, right? It's pretty much the same.
But somebody outside of this passion of yours, right? Because I'd argue that it's a passion. It moves from beyond it's still classified as a hobby, but a passion, right?
And at that point, I already had the other 2. I can't just have 2 of the 3. That's just ridiculous.
But somebody outside that does not share this passion would go, why don't you just have the MP3s?
Yeah. No, I mean, even like other record collectors I knew were like, what are you doing?
Right.
But,
right.
It's what you do.
We didn't get in a blanket fort by making rational decisions.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Record collecting, I spent, I think, I don't know, I can't remember how much the out-of-print Chemical Brothers Live at the Social Volume 1 cost me when I bought it off of GEMM.com way back in the day. Remember that website, Global Electronic Music Marketplace?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. You could get like radio demos and stuff like that, like promo stuff off of there all the time. But yeah, I spent I think like $55 on one CD, and then I don't know, 4 or 5 years later, they just issued it.
They just reissued it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened to me too. Like they just reissued the Beta Band ones like 2 years ago.
So you can get them for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I just bought them too.
Right.
Because I was like, well, but now I have
you have burner copies.
I have burner copies,
right.
And I actually just traded them for a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah. No, but like people that follow I don't know, people that are really into fashion, like spending, like, I don't know, $400 on a cardigan, when, you spent how much on yours?
$500.
$500. Boom, one up. These are actually all of your passions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Cardigans, cars, records,
whiskey.
This is just an
and
intervention.
A very expensive bottle of whiskey.
A slow-moving intervention is what this is.
I have nothing I am not immune from this. Let's talk about cycling. Let's talk about how expensive and ridiculous that hobby is.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I have said, I went on a 60-mile ride or something like that, and some idiot goes, I wouldn't even drive 60 miles. I get it. Right? But it's when you have a passion to someone that doesn't share it, it just seems stupid, right? It seems completely irrational.
Yeah. Like shoving your body into a bunch of spandex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feels good
for aerodynamics.
It's comfort. There's a butt pad for the seat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Part's nice.
Yeah, I want that in all my
but
pants.
You could just pad the seat.
Nah, can't do that.
Why not?
That'd make way too much sense. It'd make the seat heavy.
But then what?
Did I ever say logic was used at all?
Okay.
Right? No.
But for real, why don't they just make the seat softer?
Because
if you're going to wear shorts with pads in it anyway, why not just make the seat softer and then all your shorts would work?
Because some people prefer like a very thin pad. Some people need a thicker pad. So they make a seat, and then the level of padding you need is done by your pants, not the seat. Right?
You just buy the seats separately, right? I mean, seats are not like a fixed. It's not like one piece, right?
No, but when you spend like $200 on a saddle, and the fact that they call them saddles,
okay,
right? Right? Ian,
just pretend like I'm typing here.
I have thoughts. And swirl my water bottle.
Yeah,
Ian. So let's see what else. I have an FMK cars for this.
Okay.
But I think there was more I wanted to talk about. I don't know. It's late.
You tweeted something about fishing.
So that takes me to FMK cars.
Okay.
FMK cars. Your passion is your project. Cars that fit with your hobby and your passion.
Okay.
Ian.
Yes.
First up in this FMK cars.
Uh-huh.
All right. We have it's not a Mazda Cosmo. Sorry. It is the Mercedes-Benz Bionic. You remember this?
No.
Ian, it was this car.
Oh, right.
Now you remember it.
I do remember this.
Okay. Do you remember what was notable about this car?
There was like algae in it or something.
Close. You're warmer. Keep going.
Fish.
Yep. Warmer.
Fish scales or something.
No.
There was something that was alive inside of it, right?
No.
Or it was made out of like some sort of organic material.
It was modeled after one specific fish.
Oh.
Yeah, aerodynamics, right?
Right.
Were the primary goal of this car. I think it achieved over 70 miles to the gallon.
Mm-hmm.
It was modeled after a fish called the yellow box fish.
Okay.
Like for real.
Right.
And in this FMK cars, you get the Mercedes-Benz Bionic, but half of the protein in your family's diet has to be caught by you, John the fisherman.
Oh, like I have to fish?
You're a fisherman. Yep, you're a fisherman. Your passion is fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I'm exactly who you think of when you think of a fisherman. My level of patience.
I would love to have like a 20-minute video of you bass fishing. Or fly fishing. Yeah, you fished before.
Right.
You don't do it now.
I don't.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right?
All right.
Okay, second car.
Are they going to get better from here?
No.
Okay.
They're not. Second car.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Renault Twingo. All right?
Okay.
All right?
Let
me pull up a picture of that.
It's an electric car, right?
I can't remember. Twingo. I think the Twizy was the electric car.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, here's the
Renault.
Renault.
It's a little city car. Okay.
Yeah, little city car. But This one is designed by modified by fashion designer. Here we go. Watch this. Jean-Charles Castelbayac. Okay?
Okay.
That's what the interior looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so it's all purple and royal. It's called the Royal Renault Twingo.
That's awesome.
Your passion is fashion.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
In this, Ian, you have to dress your entire family, including your mother, your father, your aunts and uncles, and your cousins. You personally select every aspect of their wardrobe.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. I'm into that.
And deal with the angry text messages from Craig. Because you made him wear a shade of salmon.
Yeah, okay.
And him throwing himself off of a bridge.
All right, that'd be fun.
Okay? All right?
Okay.
Okay, lastly, Ian, you get a Volvo C30. All right?
Okay.
Doesn't seem so bad, right?
Yeah.
But you get this specific one that I'll pull up over here. Cool little Volvo hatchback.
Yeah.
You and I love the design of this.
I do.
Have you ever driven one?
I have not.
Me neither. Me
I've never
neither.
driven one.
Yeah. But you get this one, Ian. It's a Volvo mobile DJ setup with like digital turntables that come out,
Okay.
a laptop and a big mixer, and let's just assume that you have some big speakers in there. In this scenario, you are a wedding DJ, okay?
Okay.
Kicker, you don't take any fucking requests. You play what you want.
So, hold on. Hold on. Wait. So I get to drive a cool hatchback and I get to ruin people's happiest days of their lives?
But the downside is there's like 500 pounds of gear in this Volvo, so it's going to be slow.
I think I still marry it.
Okay.
I think I still marry it.
Okay.
So I'm going to crush the Bionic.
What if you had to take every request someone gave you?
Kill.
On hashtag brand.
Yeah.
On hashtag brand. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you would do the same.
No,
No.
because I have something called empathy,
You
Ian.
like to please people.
I can enjoy something that someone else enjoys. You know that chip?
Talk to me about this.
Yeah, right? A general enthusiasm through the eyes of another, even for something that I don't like. Yeah, that's possible.
Doesn't seem. Yep. No.
That
Doesn't sound familiar at all.
That's asking you
You're
to
just making something up now.
divide by zero,
Yeah.
basically. I think Ian just blue screens.
No. I like that car.
Uh-huh.
And being able to play the music that I think is right at a wedding, I would do that.
Okay.
So I will marry that.
Okay. All right. You'll marry the DJ Volvo.
The DJ Volvo.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna crush the Bionic.
Okay, you don't want to be John the Fisherman? What if you could listen to Primus all the time? That's a fucking banging song.
The fact that Primus had a major label record deal says a lot about the music industry in the 90s. Just like, fuck it, sure, why not? Yeah.
Ian, John the Fisherman's a fantastic song.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I will for a day.
What was that empathy thing again?
No, I don't. I really don't mind Primus. It's just
Right.
it's bonkers that they had a major label
Right.
record deal.
And
no,
I
do
lot
like,
of them.
I do like the song John
Yeah.
Fisherman, but I still would crush that because I could not fish full time, and then I'm gonna do the Twingo for a day. I would actually consider marrying that one because I think it'd be. I'm fine being into fashion. That'd be fun.
Right, and dressing all of your relatives.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Again, like doing the thing that I think is right without any input from other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. I would probably kill the Bionic as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I would. I don't have a very big family. I don't think I would. I think I would F the Twingo, and then I'd probably be the the DJ, and just hit everybody with Aphex Twin.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
yeah. Oh, so you're giving me a hard
I'm
time.
just joking, Ian.
Give
I'll let him
Aphex
do the
Twin.
duck dance, Ian.
Nope.
See?
Just shut it down.
Empathy, Ian. It's a thing. It's a real thing. I'm telling you, Ian.
I have an FMK cars for you.
Okay, all right. Hit me with your
Sir.
best shot. Pat Benatar is probably not a song you'd play.
I would play that.
Uh-huh.
I'd play that.
Okay.
Okay. This one is called
I'm closing tabs. This is the part of the show where I close tabs.
Hand Built by Ferrari. I know what I have. No lowballers, no test drives. I am typing this ad so hard I broke my super rare Camaro with an E laptop. Easy financing. I searched for Ferrari on Craigslist, and this is the nonsense that popped up.
Oh, shit.
These are
Okay.
all from the first page of results.
These are going to be good.
From
Okay.
the past month. These are past month. Site Craigslist.org.
Okay.
Word Ferrari.
Okay. What locale can I ask?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them? You did like one of the big Craigslist searches?
I just did. If you go to Google and you go site
Uh-huh. Yeah,
colon,
Craigslist.
you'd put asterisk .craigslist.org.
Uh-huh. Look at you, smarty.
Yeah.
HTTP and your way across with jumbo frames and a big old MTU.
Wow. No one's gonna get that joke.
Mark will.
Then you can do that. So that's what I did, and these are the things that popped up.
Okay.
So let's start first
Uh-huh.
with
Give me a year or
the that one.
this one.
Yes.
Okay. What is that? Ferrari built Cadillac Alante.
So this
What?
this-
What is this?
this-
It's a Cadillac Alante.
It's a Cadillac Alante. So this person is
Pininfarina.
it's
They think that that's the same thing as Ferrari.
it was styled by Pininfarina,
Yeah.
which is true.
Right. Yeah.
Which
I'm
is
gonna stick a Pininfarina badge somewhere on your R32. Yeah.
it is not decidedly not built by Ferrari.
Right. Exactly.
car.
Yeah.
And also, in the 80s,
uh-huh.
built by Ferrari
Not
would,
a good.
would not have been a selling point for like a mass production car.
So
They were still hammering aluminum at that point.
right. Right. Yeah.
Not
And also it's more flammable than a box of matches
yeah.
by now.
Yeah.
Right?
I just don't know. And this is they're asking $4,000.
Okay.
I really want to get this to the right person. Hand built by Ferrari is what it says. None of that sentence is true. Nothing in that sentence is true.
I
It
want
does have this roof thing that you like so much, the blacked out A-pillar.
Yeah, I want you to just here's what I'm going to do. If I get rich, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hire you to yell at people on the internet, and we're going to make a reality show based on that, where like you just throw shade on this guy.
I just call people up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
None of this is true. You used the wrong form of your here.
Right. Yeah. Not
I
only
just copy edit Craigslist.
Not only do you copy edit and cite sources,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
You also provide withering stares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I will say, I think the Cadillac Alante is kind of a cool car.
I think it is kind of a cool car.
It's
yeah.
a super cool car.
Yeah.
It was not built by Ferrari.
No, it was not. That's funny. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
So the second one,
uh-huh.
what do I have here? What is it? It is, oh yeah, here we are. The Ferrari project cars,
Okay.
which I
Ferrari kit. 88 Ferrari
Nope.
kit. Okay.
that one.
Oh, okay. Repairable Ferrari project cars for sale.
And we'll say we'll go with the $17,000 Ferrari 360.
That's not a 360 picture. That's a 430 or something else.
That is a 458 because
Right.
it's got the 3
Yeah.
in the middle.
Right.
But the ad says Ferrari 360, 17,000. There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh,
in there.
wow. Okay, yeah,
But they're
there's a
all like-
360.
There's a F50 in here.
Wow. Okay.
I just saw that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
These, there's no way that these are all, that they
Right.
have all these. Because there's also a Carrera GT in here.
Right. And a Lamborghini Diablo. And, oh, look at this one. This one.
I
What
bet.
happened to this? Did it like fall into a cement mixer? Wow.
Is it
Okay.
Diablo?
Yeah. Oh, I love the 550. Maranello. I love that Ferrari. Man, okay. All right. So what do I get out of this one, Ian?
So you can have any of these.
Okay, any of them?
Whichever one you want.
Okay.
Buddy.
Okay.
You can choose.
You do you?
Yeah, you do you. Get whatever one of these you want. I'm guessing that none of these are in this person's possession.
Right,
For real.
exactly. Yeah.
So you are going to attempt to buy one of these.
And I'm going to get scammed out of $17,000 and probably sold into human trafficking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So these are all like, inventory includes wrecked, theft recovered, flood, and vandalized Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche cars.
Wow. Okay.
It's readytofix.com.
Yeah.
The web URL.
Okay. All right.
It's out of Chicago.
I'm surprised they have a dollar amount and not a Bitcoin thing.
Right. I'm
to cover up the fucking tracks.
very curious to see what that's all
Yeah.
about. So
okay.
anyway, so basically the idea is you have purchased a modern Ferrari
Okay.
that is a project, a salvage modern Ferrari.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right?
Okay. Then lastly.
We have this kit car. 1988 Ferrari kit car. Body made by Ferrari, engine Pontiac, one-of-a-kind car, no pink slip paperwork only, no low-ballers.
Nice. And they want $10,000 for this.
Yes. No low-ballers.
No low ballers, no pink slip. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ian,
Mm-hmm.
what are you trying to do to me?
So a Fiero that looks sort of like a 308 if you squint.
Right. If you fold your Tom Selleck mustache up over your eyes, then it looks like a 308.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. A Ferrari 360 that I'll probably get murdered for.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a Cadillac. All right.
But the Cadillac, obviously, you have to tell people that it's made by Ferrari.
Right. Oh man. Oh shit. Okay. I think for a day, I can do the Alante. Okay. Because I do think it is a cool car. Then on here, this individual has a 550. I'm a big fan of that car. Like the front engine Ferraris. I love. Right.
So you're gonna make it harder on yourself by getting a V12 one that's been salvaged.
Irrational decisions.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
# on brand. And then I have to kill the kit car. Probably the only one that actually runs because it has nothing to do with an actual Ferrari.
Right.
Yeah. What would you do?
Yeah, I think you've made the right decision. I think I would marry the Alante.
You would? And
Yeah.
tell everyone it's a Ferrari?
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself doing that. That's a good color for the Alante too.
It is. It's kind of
right.
It's
gold
a cool
with
car.
a red stripe.
Again, big coupes.
Yeah. Right.
Big coupes.
Yeah.
That was their answer to the SL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because the SL was selling for a while there.
That was a really, really expensive car when it was new.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think it's really cool looking.
I do too.
It's aged well.
Yeah. Boxy with just the right curves.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine that with just like a skosh of lowering?
Right.
Like
and the right
some
wheels. Yeah.
Some correct wheels for it.
Yeah.
It would look really, really cool.
That would.
Let's go buy Alantes.
Here we are pining for Alantes.
How much is an Alante? How much is that one? $4,000?
Yeah, $4,000.
Dude, we should go get Alantes. Manual swap an Alante.
Hashtag irrational decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Kind of like listening to this show.
Absolutely like listening to this thing.
Right?
Whatever this is.
Go figure. Brought it all the way back around.
Now I'm going to search Craigslist for Cadillac Alantes.
Why is this the podcast where we just listen to you Google?
I don't know. I got nothing.
Oh, buddy. All right. Okay. I think that's it.
We did car show?
What else do you have?
I've got nothing.
You have nothing else?
I mean, I want to search Craigslist for Cadillac Alantes.
Right. And then Google Cadillac Alante coilovers.
Yeah, Cadillac Alante LS swap.
Right. Yeah. Were those front or rear wheel drive?
I believe those were rear-wheel drive.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
I believe they were rear-wheel drive. I will tell you right now. Oh, no, they were front-wheel drive. They were front-wheel drive, everybody. Transverse front engine, front-wheel drive.
A worthy competitor to the Mercedes SL, I'm sure.
Oh, they had the early North Star V8.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
That's got to be good.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there. Ian?
Yes.
What should someone do if they want to make more irrational decisions and continue to listen to our show?
Oh, man.
Tell them right now. Ian,
go
tell
to
them.
TeamClearCoat.com.
What else?
The rate and reviews on iTunes.
That's definitely something they should do.
And check us out on the Tubes of You.
Yeah, well, they should definitely do that. Although I don't care anymore because YouTube took away our monetization status. So, fuck, whatever. We can't fall into doing anything successfully. God, I swear to God, this podcast is Sisyphean.
At some point, it's just gonna devolve into us like being like, what are we even doing here?
The only way we will ever make like the AV Club's like weekly list of podcasts is if like you and I just get in a massive fight and have an existential breakdown on the show.
Yeah.
And then people would just be like, look at these two guys like freaking out.
Not opposed to it. Not opposed to
it. Because we're close. Wouldn't be a stretch, Ian.
No, it wouldn't be.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Ian, we've inflicted our listeners with enough of this nonsense.
Also, I'm sleepy.
Look who's breaking up before 10:20 p.m.
I know.
Ian.
Yes, Dave.
I appreciate doing podcast with you.
I appreciate your time.
Your time as well, Ian.
Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody.
We love you.
We love you.